Hi, this is Dylan Cox for secondsout.com here at the O2 with Carl, the Cobra Froch. Carl, it's almost here, the chance to get revenge over the man who gave you your first professional loss. When you're training for this fight, having that in the back of your mind, how much difference does that make?
Makes a bit of difference. Yeah, it gives you that extra drive. You know, you wake up in the morning, when you go on your run, you think, right, if you're feeling a bit down and you're feeling a little bit undermotivated, it gives you a little bit of a kick up the backside to get out there and do it, because obviously it means a lot to rectify a loss and set the record straight.
We know how meticulous you are in your training, you know everything down. If you look back over the years for your book since you've been professional, how are your times, your runs, your training sessions compared to when you first turned over?
When I first turned over, I wasn't really that fit. I was coming out of the amateurs. So if you're asking me how they compare from when I first turned over, I'm 3-4 times the man I was then, fitness-wise, physically. Strength and endurance, worlds apart.
You see Kessler up on the stage there today, you made some valid points about him not as being as active as you and definitely not fighting in the top tier like you. Do you think that he's going to bring everything to this fight like he did last time, or do you think he's going to actually try and play you off a bit and box you a little bit this time?
I think he'll try and box early on, definitely. I'm hearing he's going to box from some of the sparring he's been having. But you can't really look into it too much. I mean, it's always nice to be able to box behind your jab and have success and win the rounds at range. But when that's not working for him, that game plan will go out the window. So, yes, he might do that, but I'm not looking too much into it because I don't want it to affect my game plan.
Earlier in your career, you probably didn't get a lot of the credit you deserve. British champion, Commonwealth champion, you fought for a genuine world title against a genuine world-ranked opponent, and yet the press didn't get behind you. But now you've got the big stage, pay-per-view, the big fight, 20,000 fans. If anyone in British sport deserved this stage, it's you. How does it feel to have come through that journey?
Feels wonderful and sad, and then happy, and then now massively, you know, to get the massive accolades I'm getting. I owe a big thanks to myself for winning the fights and being involved in the fights I've been involved in and coming through them. Obviously, I haven't won every single fight I've had, and I owe a big lump of that thanks to Eddie Hearn, because I failed to point out the other day when I did an interview that, you know, all of a sudden I'm getting all the recognition and acknowledgement I deserve, but it's since joining Matchroom Sports. I know when I first came on to Matchroom, I was at the end of a tournament that was broadcasted by an American TV network, and it was difficult to get on Sky Television on the back of being the main channel being an American broadcaster. But as soon as I came out of the Super 6 tournament, Eddie brought the IBF champion to Nottingham, Lucien Butte, and it was broadcast on Sky Sports. And since then, obviously, my career's gone through the roof. My profile has gone through the roof, and the acknowledgement and the respect and the credit I get in the papers, on the television, national televisions, on everything, every output that boxing has now got me up there. So it's obviously down to who I've boxed and who I've beat and how I've looked and done what I've done. But without the right backing, without the right promotional team behind you, without the right management behind you, you slip under the radar. And that's what happened early on in my career. I slipped under the radar. But obviously, having the fights I've had and joining Matchroom, I'm now there. I've arrived, and it's a great feeling. It's an unbelievable feeling to finally get the recognition and the backing from the British boxing public and everybody else that's involved. It's just humbling, but it's also really satisfying, and it feels wonderful.
Just last question, coming up now to the fight, you've got the weigh-in on Friday. What are you going to do now, between now until Friday? Is it just relaxing, or you got any plans?
No, I'm having a little training session with my coach, Rob McCracken, very shortly. We're going to have a real good, feel-good session, sharpen up. I'm full of energy because I've had plenty of food to eat, plenty of complex carbohydrates, and you know, we're going to go and do 10, maybe 12 rounds of punching and sharpening up, and then I'm going to have Thursday off, Friday off, weigh-in, all day Saturday off, fight Saturday night. So I'll get a good 72 hours of relaxing and resting and putting my feet up, really watching a bit of television and just thinking about the fight, focusing in on what I need to do on fight night.
Carl Froch, best of luck on Saturday night. Thanks very much. Cheers for your time, man.